In this tutorial, we'll look at how to add and customize titles in VideoStudio to create results like these. We'll be working with VideoStudio 2023, which has some incremental improvements to titles, but the basic workflows for titles are the same across most versions of VideoStudio. I've already got a video clip on the timeline that we'll use as a backdrop to our titles. To create a title, first click the titles icon here. There's lots of customizable title styles that can be used, but in this tutorial, we'll create our own titles from scratch. Just double-click on the preview window to add a title, and then type it in. Then click anywhere on the timeline to commit the title, which creates a clip on the titles track here. We can edit the title by double-clicking it to reselect it. This enables us to alter the title options here. To move the position of the title in the frame, just click and drag, or center it with the alignment tools in the title options. We can change the title to how we want it by changing the font and the font size, etc. to alter the emotional quality of the title. Let's go for a clean white modern title with extra wide character spacing, and then recenter the title. We can change the in and out points of the title clip to change when it starts and ends, and how long it's on screen for. Let's play it back to see what we've created. We'll experiment with some different options now. We'll go for a softer, more informal feel with a different font. We can also change the color of the text. We'll go for a salmon pink to complement the colors of the subject's clothing. To make sure that the text stands out, we can add a backdrop from the title options. Let's fit the backdrop with the text, and we'll make it a curved rectangle. And we'll have a subtle blue to white gradient. And we'll make that background mostly transparent. This should help the pink text still be distinct from the pink dress. We can also add customizable motion to any title's clip, specifically to the title entrance, the middle of the title's clip, and to its exit. Let's try Kinetic motion, which is new to VideoStudio 2023. We'll set it to enter one character at a time. And for the duration, we could set it to short, intermediate, or long, but let's go for user-defined for the most control. When the duration is user-defined, we can control when the motion starts or ends with the motion in and out points, shown here. Let's pull it back to about here and see how that looks. So let's change it up again. We'll try for a more cartoon-like, less serious feel this time. We'll first remove the backdrop and change the font. And the font color. We can use the different preset color options to dial in the color we want. Or if we're going for an exact color, we can type in specific color values, which can be useful if we want to match a color to a company's branding, for example. Now let's add a shadow to the lettering to accentuate the cartoon feel. And just make the shadow a little further away. And maybe we'll add a stroke border as well. We'll adjust the border width and change it to a simple white border. Let's also play with the motion settings. We'll use another Kinetic preset as our starting base, so this time the characters enter from the bottom. And for the exit, we'll try parallax motion, which is also new to VideoStudio 2023. Again, we'll set the duration and unit, and then set when the enter motion ends and when the exit motion should begin. Let's have a look at both of these motions in context. There's also options to further refine the motion of the title by using Customize Motion. This can be used instead of, or as well as, the enter, middle, and exit animations. And if we click into this option, we can see that in VideoStudio 2023, the enter, middle, and exit options can also be edited within the Customize Motion UI. So for example, let's say we want the title to move into the bottom corner of the frame midway through the clip. Let's add a keyframe here. Then another a few frames later. And at this second keyframe, we'll drop the size down and drag to the new position. Then, at the previous keyframe, we'll turn on easing to get a bit of acceleration for smoother motion, and turn on motion blur as well. Then we just copy the second keyframe that we created, so that the ending keyframe matches it, so that there's no more motion after this second keyframe. Let's have a look at the result. And then we'll commit these motion changes by clicking OK. The final thing we can do to make a title more expressive is to add effects directly to the title clip. We can drag and drop any of the inbuilt effects within VideoStudio. Let's try the light effect. This adds some light fall-off and shadow to the title. We can customize this by double-clicking the title clip and going to Effect, and then Customize Filter. Let's set this up so it looks a little nicer. So with title editing, you can enhance the character of your video, create playful moments, or make it look more formal. There are plenty of options to customize title styles, motions, and effects to make your next video look unique. Happy editing!